Hello there. I decided to create this kind of Happy New Year message. It is Sunday, the 4th of January. It's beautiful outside. I don't go there because sun is so strong that it will burn my skin in 20 minutes. So I have been here inside my house and trying to procrastinate as much as I can. So I'm in the middle of writing the fourth book, and now it's in this kind of mulling period where I build, the plot lines for each characters and stuff like that. I have already written the first chapter, and it's promising. I like the way it seems to unfold, but today has been a day of cleaning house, like I said, procrastination, and then collecting some background information, because before I start writing the next chapter I need to have a bit more information about the basic procedures from New Zealand police, so that I will get those tiny details right from the very beginning, because it helps me then later in the writing process. So I'm waiting the police to get back to me. They promised before Christmas that first week of January I will meet one of their detectives so that I can interview and get those missing pieces of information for my book. So it's all bloody exciting. I'm really enjoying this phase, and as you know, I've been not even shaving my gray beard, because I've been so going on in my head with my characters and things like that. And there's the new banner, which now has all my 3 novels there, so I'm quite happy about that banner. So things are coming together. Last year, 2025, was really hectic. I didn't even realize how hectic it was until Christmas came, and I kind of stopped and started to think and wrote the first chapter of the new book and realized, oh my goodness, I really did publish 3 novels, 288,000 words. I love the work so much that I don't really think it as a work. It's just flow, and I'm in the middle of that flow now. One thing that has been on top of my head is ongoing conversation about the AI, and it seems that there are so much misunderstandings about AI. There are so much myths and fear and all that kind of jazz, which is understandable because people are afraid of something that they don't know much about. And if it's also some sort of existential thing that could, for example, take their jobs or whatever. But for me, AI is just a tool. It doesn't write my stories. No AI can go inside my head and figure out what are my characters what will my characters do in the next scene or so. So I need to tell my stories, and then AI is bloody good at making sure that I am consistent with, for example, grammar and pronunciation, spelling, and I'm also consistent with, for example, events and timelines. I use Aeon timeline software to make sure that those timestamps hold water, and I don't write scenes that just go strangely off from the main timeline, which would then make readers uncomfortable, because they would see, okay, what the hell is this why is this happening now, because it seems to be in the wrong place or wrong time, whatever. So AI is just a tool. It doesn't steal the work from the creative writers, but it gives them upper hand, because now we are not so much dependent on paying for really mundane proofreading services. And another thing is also audiobooks, that as an old radio theater director, I'm picky with voiceovers and narration in general. But after testing 11 labs and spoken.press, I think this year is the year when, for example, radio theater director can direct AI to express things exactly in a way that author wants them to be expressed, which means that suddenly we lessen those studio costs. Real actors will still be able to do voiceovers if they are good enough. But according to my experience, quite often those actors, they can't really deliver on the level that is acceptable, and suddenly audiobooks become boring and really monotonous listening. So in my newsletter, I wrote about this. I had this experience with Ola Tuominen, who is a fantastic actor from Finland, and we spent 16 hours recording for one project voiceovers, and then from that 16 hours raw material we got 12 hours for the interactive product my company was doing. But Ola was one of those very few actors that could do that kind of job, and when I was listening, for example, those takes, he could keep the pace and intonation and everything in exactly similar range the whole day. And here in New Zealand, I've been working with a couple of voiceover people, and it is so frustrating because they want to get paid for things that actually they were not able to deliver. So in that sense, I think AI will help to improve the quality of audiobooks, because it's not storytelling, it's acting, and you can direct a real actor, but you can also direct AI. It's not quite there yet, but it will. So these are my thoughts 4th of January about everything I'm doing and what is happening in the world. And I hope this has given you some sort of glimpse of where I'm at. And I don't edit these videos with to make them look polished or something that is not real. I want to be authentic myself. I use my iPhone, I use my AirPods, and that's enough, because I have seen so much very polished, very stupid, very boring AI stuff coming from Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and I think it's better to be who you are and not try to be more than that. And that's me, 4th of January. I wish you a very good year 2026, and I hope that this time next year you will have 2 more books in your hands from me. Thank you very much. See you next time.